Hey, this is Post Martin again, and in this episode of the Actions and Photoshop Automation series of video lessons, I want to show you a little bit more advanced tips and tricks about the actions. In the previous episodes, we have learned how to create and how to actually use these actions, for example, in batch processing. Anyway, let's create a new action with a few things to happen inside this action. So inside this folder, we just create a new action, and I call this resize and adjust. All right, immediately we already learned that it goes to record mode, so it will record everything we're going to do here. So what I want to do is, first of all, I just resize it, and in the last episode we learned that the best option to resize an image is the menu item Fit Image, because there we can just enter the maximum dimensions in both directions, width and height. So in this case, for example, I do 1220 by 1280 by 1280, and I hit OK, and it will automatically resize, and it's recorded inside the action. And now I want to add a few adjustments. For example, let's start off with the curves, and I just add something here, some values. For example, I make it quite a bit harder, more contrast, and then we add another. For example, let's see, vibrance, for example, would be a nice one. And we just push the vibrance considerably up, maybe the saturation a touch down, just like that, for example. Yeah. And then at the end, still recording the action, yeah? At the end, we just add flatten image, because that makes sense to put it at the end of an action, so we can directly save the image and don't have different layers. Of course, you can also create actions without this flatten image at the end, but for now we do it because I want to use it to show you something else. All right, so now we have our action here, and just for the sake of demo, I just revert this image, revert to the original saved state. So everything is gone that I did before, and I use this action, hit play, and it will run, and boom, everything is done. All these individual changes have been applied to the image really fast. Okay, and now this time I really want to apply these effects or adjustments without flattening the image. So you would expect me to just remove that, delete this part of the action. But it's not necessary actually, because, let me revert the picture again to the original state. If I just disable this flatten image here, then it will not be executed. So let me hit again, play. Everything is done, but it's not flattened at the end. So this way you can keep this action, including the flatten image, but if you're doing something where you don't want to do flatten image, you just disable it right inside the action by unchecking this particular item. Okay? Wow, that's nice. Of course, you can disable other items as well, if you like, while they still stay inside the action, so you can use them whenever you like, or you can just uncheck them. Okay, one more thing. Let's go to revert back to the original image. I want to flatten it at the end, because this way it's a little bit easier to use this action in batch processing. But all my adjustments that I did here have fixed values. For example, here, vibrance and saturation have fixed values. So if I apply this to multiple images, it will always use these values. Same applies to the curves, for example. Yeah, it saved all the changes that I did and will use these fixed values to any image that I apply this action. Unless I activate this small checkbox here, which means it will show the dialog, so I can actually edit it. And what this looks like, we can just try it. I hit play, and it will stop right there at this point, and it will show me the dialog to change the curve as I want it to be in this particular picture. I just do some crazy stuff here, okay? And once I hit OK, let me move this to the side, you will see that this action is completed automatically. So it will continue. After I adjusted this particular adjustment, it will be done completely and flattened at the end as well. Yeah. Just for the sake of using it on another picture, I just, I have no idea. Yeah, let's see this picture, for example. Again, I hit play. Boom, it will stop right at this particular one where I activated the dialog. I change it, whatever I like. Maybe a little bit more contrasty, kind of crazy stuff now. Hit OK, and it will be completed. Yeah. And it looks a little bit different. It looks like it hasn't been resized. Most likely it was already too small. And by the way, this one was shown at 66%. Now it's 100 again. All right. So yeah, what we learned in this kind of advanced or pro level actions lesson is that you can disable individual items in your list of recorded actions, and you can activate the dialog so you can make changes. For example, imagine that we do batch processing now on 50 pictures, and none of these pictures are exactly the same. So you really want to touch the curves, but you don't want to open a picture and then apply this adjustment, this action, and edit the things and then continue the action and blah, blah, blah. So with this, what we do right now, it will automatically show you the dialog at this point. You adjust it, hit OK, it will continue until the next picture, and then again, adjustment, hit OK, it will continue. Big time saver again, while you still preserve the ability to manually adjust each individual picture to your liking. Okay? And I think that's pretty much it. No, it's not. Of course not. One more thing I want to show you. Of course, you can save your actions or action sets to your hard disk somewhere. Yeah, you can name it, file name, and then you can share it. And of course, you can also basically download action sets from the internet. Let me just see where I got this. Let's see. I think here we got it. So, sorry, I had to open this Explorer window and another screen, but now we're here. For example, LBX Golden Angle Guides, for example, is an action set. So let me just take it from the Explorer window, drag it here inside the Photoshop Actions panel, and immediately it will load here and show me the individual actions that I have set up or created. For example, this Golden Angle Guides, if I hit play, I will exactly have golden angle guidelines if I want to align something in the picture properly according to the guides. And of course I have another action which clears all guides, so they are gone again. So that's this action set. Another example, let me check Where is the window? Here it is. Why can't I scroll down even further? I have to resize that window, I guess. Sorry about that. Perfectly unprepared lesson, huh? Okay, here. LBX photo looks, for example. I just take this action set, drag it here, and already I have access to it. For example, LBX vignette. Let's just hit play, and it will apply the vignette effect. And I created this because this particular effect takes a little bit more time to create, but you can still adjust it. So you still have the option to adjust your vignette effect slightly. Anyway, we don't have to go into these details. You can create your own set of or sets of actions, whatever you need frequently. I just wanted to show you how you can import or export these action sets, share them, download them from the internet, and put them into easily. Just drag them into Photoshop and use them straight away. Okay, so that's it. Enjoy actions, enjoy batch processing in Photoshop, and we'll see with another advanced tutorial maybe at some point. Maybe Photoshop scripting or any other stuff. If you have any requests for video lessons, tutorials, just let me know, write it down in the comments, and I'll be happy to do the videos you need. Okay, see you guys, bye bye.